Might be
Start.
knowing. Om Sena Bhavatu Senau Bhunaktu Saviryam Karvavahi Tejasvanavadhitamastu Ma Vidvisavahi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. विद्यानाम नरस्य रूपमधिकं प्रचन्न गुप्तं धनम विद्या बोधकरी यश सुकरी विद्या गुरुणाम गुरु विद्या बंधुजनो विदेश गमने विद्या परम देवते विद्या राजस्व पूजते न तो धनम विद्या वीणा पशु ओम शांति शांति शांति. So now we can start. Okay, Rabyansi?
So, good afternoon, Grandpa. How are you feeling today?
I'm very fine. I am happy that my granddaughter is interviewing me.
Welcome to my show. I've been thinking about how much transportation has evolved over the years, and I'd love to hear about your experiences and the changes you've witnessed in your lifetime. It would be fascinating for our generation to learn from your perspective. Would you please share your insights and memories with us?
Oh, yes, yes. Although I am quite old, my memory is not that sharp. But still, let me say, when I was like you in standard 5 or standard 6 or standard 7, I was born and brought up in a very remote area, a small village surrounded by Chambal River. If you have heard, Chambal River is very famous in Madhya Pradesh, Morena district. And my village was about, say, 4 to 5 kilometers away from a very narrow road. At that time, there used to be only 2 or 3 buses used to run to a Pargana place, subdivisional place. And road condition was poor. There is no rail line to my village. And that was my childhood. My village was having at that time 3 to 4,000 population. Of course, there was one middle school, government middle school. There used to be only government schools. Are you hearing me, Rabyansi?
Of course, I'm
Hello?
hearing you.
There used to be only government schools. My father was headmaster of that middle school. He was the first graduate of my village. So at least I was having that. I was little lucky that my family was having illiterate persons at that time also. And as far as transport is concerned, as I have told you, uh, if you see today, there are many national highways, expressways. Nowadays, your road condition has also been improved as far as my village is concerned. There are roads connected to my village nowadays, and of course, as far as air facilities and all that is concerned, that is still not there. Gwalior is about 150 kilometers away from my village. There, of course, we are having airport. So, condition of our time, if you see at that time, road hardly you see all over the country. Pre-independence period, 20,000 kilometer road, you can say. Nowadays it is 60 lakh kilometer. So that way you can say that road conditions have improved. There are national highways, state highways. Then your as far as railway is concerned, railway also a lot of trains. If you compare with pre-independence era, then things are much better, especially since 2014 when Modi has taken over. Your number of airports have been doubled. What we were having till 2013, almost now airports have been doubled. So this is the situation. Should I tell you something more? about transport.
Wow, Nanaji. Now let's move to the first question. How did you usually get around when you were my age, and what was it like?
As I have already told you, I belong to a very remote area, and there was no road at that point of time. And you see, there were hardly 3 to 4 teachers in a school. And my father used to say that early to bed and early to rise makes a man healthy, wealthy, and wise. So I used to get up at 4 o'clock when I was of your age. There were lack of facilities. We used to start with class 1. At that time, there was no KG, no prep. There were Hindi medium schools. I started learning little English since from 6th class, and there were no tables, no chairs. And the day we used to start with your national anthem and national song, followed with your, chopais, verses of Ramayana or Gita. That since childhood, as I have told you, my father was headmaster, so we used to start our day with prayers and Ramayana, national songs, national anthem, and Ramayana. So that was the time. And
Now,
at that time, you see, as far as transport is concerned in villages, I learnt cycling in, say, 6th or 7th class. And by bicycle, I used to go to your Pargana place, which was about, say, 9 to 10 kilometers away. And from class 1 to 8th class, I studied in that village school. And after that, I had gone to a small town known as Amba. From there, I did my higher secondary and BSc Part 1. Middle also at that time we used to call middle. 8th class, our government used to conduct exam through MP board. 8th class MP board and higher secondary MP board. Then after doing BSc Part 1, and that is that at that time I had reached to about, say, I was 16 years old. So you are talking all about my life, about when I was of your age. You might be 10 to 12 years old, is it not, Devyansi?
I am 10 years of age.
10 years of age. But yes, this is what I could guess. You are in his standard
5. I'm standard
5
5.
standard. But I know you are about you. I have learned many things. I
Wow,
know very.
Grandpa. I was not aware of all that information.
Uh,
Now let's move on to the next question. What are the
please.
significant changes in public transportation that you witnessed or used when you were younger?
Oh yes, a lot of changes. I started my career from from Calcutta. In Calcutta, there were no metros till 1984, and Calcutta was the first place where metros had started. And maximum numbers of metros are in Delhi. So nowadays, and as far as your trains are concerned, there used to be, you see, meter gauge and broad gauge trains. Speed was hardly, say, 20 to 30 kilometers per hour. So that way, a lot of changes are there as far as train transport is concerned. And then your buses also, now there are expressways, there are highways, and, so a lot of changes are there. Airports, even when I had joined Ranchi, there were only 2 probably flights from here to Delhi. One in morning, and that flight used to come by evening. And now you see there are number of flights to all major cities. So that way there is a lot of changes.
Wow, Nanaji, fabulous and
Ah.
astonished with such a piece of information. Now, let's move to something where I can relate myself. What were the
Please.
most notable changes in transportation infrastructure or roads that you observed in your lifetime? I think you have already know because you have already discussed with me.
There are, as far as changes are concerned, no. As I just in my introduction, I had told you that the road was hardly, we were having, say, 2000 kilometer, and now it is, what is the figure? Actual figure is 20,000 kilometer, and now it is 60 lakh kilometer, and daily 20 kilometer, 20 to 30 kilometer road we are constructing. If I am correct, I may be wrong also. And so is the case with rails.
Wow, great,
And as
great,
far as
Grandpa.
as far as your airports are concerned, you can well imagine airports have been doubled, and in next 5 years there may be more, say, airports, say from, say, 200 to 250. And so many your railway stations, you can compare them with your airports. You see, take example of Ahmedabad railway station, then your Bhopal railway stations, and they have got all facilities like of airports. Not, of course, like of Changi Airport. Your airport is in Singapore. It is Changi Airport, is it not?
Yes, it is Changi Airport.
Changi. So there are good airports, good railway stations. They are neat and clean. Roads are being widened. Even if you come to your Ranchi also, you will find a lot of changes. So that way, in my lifetime, I have seen a lot of change. When I joined Ranchi HEC, there was no direct train. And now we are having direct trains. We are having good road conditions. You can go by your own car also. So a lot of changes are there.
We have even so many airline services. And
Yes. Please carry on.
now, as we've reached the end of our conversation, my last but not least question is, how was the cost of transportation, like buying a car, taking public transit, or traveling long distances, changed from when you were younger to now? And which country did you embark on a trip and why?
So, you just see, when I was, say, when I was a teenager, at that, even when I was in college, we used to travel 10 to 15 kilometers in only just 25 paisa. But of course, but now if you want to travel so much of distance, it takes about 500 or 600 or even 1,000 rupees. Everywhere that facilities you may not find. But of course, in due course of time, your income has also increased. And in one of the, say, fastest economy, you have to bear with it. Nowadays, of course, if you are traveling from here to Delhi, then you have to spend, say, about 10,000 or so. So that way there is a change.
Oh, that's very awesome.
Right.
You must be having lots of knowledge about the past and present of transportation. Ashin, it helped me so much and motivated me about how was the transportation in the past different from today's transportation. With this, I'm concluding the interview. A very warm thank you so much to Nana for allowing me to introduce you.
Thank you. Please. Thank you very much, my dearest granddaughter. I am happy that I am talking to you. And anything else if you want to ask?
Today I'm missing my Nanaji also.
Yes, yes. I am missing him. He was like my elder brother, I am missing a lot. Many things I had learned from him. I was with him since 1977. And now I'm really finding myself all alone. He used to discuss so many things about you, about your mom, about your papa.
Don't worry, Nanaji. We all are with you and we love you so much.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love you. God bless you.
Thank you for your time and help.
Thank you, thank you. God bless you.
Pranam, Nanaji.
खुश रहो बेटा.
Shall we end the meeting?
Oh yes, let us end. My
Thank you, Nanaji.
okay.